back to my channel, and hello if you're new. Today I decided to sit down and film a full glam cut crease bronzy smoky eye for you guys. I am so in love with how it turned out. I pretty much just have a really shimmery and dark look on the eyes with golden cheeks and a nude lip, and it turned out exactly how I was hoping for it to. I'll see you guys in a sec. So as you can see, I already have my eyebrows on and I have carved them out. Just thought I'd start off with the skin. I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty to prep the skin. So the look I wanted to do today was definitely a more full coverage and intense makeup look. So we're going to go very heavy on pretty much everything, and you guys will see that. So I've pretty much just put this all over the skin, and then I'm going to move on to the eyes just because I like to do my eyes before my skin when I do a dramatic makeup look. So to start off, I'm just going to take the Jaclyn Hill x Morphe eyeshadow palette, and we're just going to go in with a transition shade. So I'm going to zoom you guys in for my eyes so you can see what I'm doing. So yeah, you just want to pop a transition shade in through the crease. You pop down the transition shade just so all the other shades after are a lot easier to blend and all fade out to nothing basically, so it doesn't look like a harsh line. Next I'm just going to go through the palette and pretty much work my way down, keep adding shades in until it's the desired darkness that I want, and then I'm going to go put a shimmer like cut crease on the lid. And then I'm just going to go in with a lot darker shade and put that on the outer corner to darken out the outer V. And just bringing it more into this inner corner because we are going to be doing a cut crease, so it will just help. It looks scary now, I promise it will look okay later. And a little trick that I like to do is pretty much just take the last shade that you think you'll be using on the outer corner and create a line just like pointing downwards, and then when you go back and wipe it off after, it pretty much just creates a really crisp and clean line. It's kind of similar to using sticky tape. And then what I just like to do is get a bigger brush and just blend out those edges. Then after that, you just want to take a concealer. I'm just using the Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer and using that to carve out my eyebrows. I'm just popping that on the lid, looking up, and then you can see it creates a little line, and you just want to follow that line, and that's where your cut crease should sort of land and cut. All you want to do is pretty much just carve out a large section of your eyelid. So I'm just going to do the other one and I'll show you guys what I do next. Awesome. So that is pretty much both cut creases done, and then you just want to go and set it with a beige eyeshadow or like a face powder just so it doesn't move around and be difficult. So because that is still quite sticky, I'm just going to go ahead and take the Stila Magnificent Metals in Bronzed Bell and just pop that all over the area that I did the cut crease. You can just go in with this and kind of carve it out, but I'm a little bit unco, so I'd rather use like the concealer first, and just so I know where I'm exactly mapping out. So I'm just going to leave my eyes closed for a little bit just to make sure that that 100% sets and doesn't kind of like move around and ruin anything. So once that I know that that has pretty much set, I just like to go in with the darkest shade that I used last time and put that out on the outer V again, because as you can see with the cut crease, after you put like the concealer on, it kind of like leaves like a very solid line. Just by taking that darker shade and blending it out just creates a lot more seamless sort of makeup look. And then just taking that darker shade on a flat brush and once again just going over that line to create a seamless connection, and so it doesn't look like that there's a big divide. And then going in with another big fluffy brush and just making sure that all those edges are blended out. I know people probably find this really weird that I do this little bit on the outer edge, but I find it just helps make it look so much better. So then after that, you just want to take a remover and pretty much wipe away anything underneath your eye. And then here, so I'm just pretty much going to follow my bottom lash line up and create a really harsh line. So I've just wiped away all of the excess and created even lines on both, just so that they match. It looks a little bit weird now just because I don't have any like makeup on or anything underneath, so I'm just going to zoom you guys out and go start my face makeup. So like I said before, I do want to do a lot more of a full coverage look today, so I am taking the Marc Jacobs full coverage foundation and I'm just popping quite a few dots all over the face. That might be way too light, so because that's too light, I'm going to go ahead and blend it with the Fenty Beauty foundation. Sorry if I didn't talk a lot while doing my eyes as well. I just wanted to more focus and make sure that it ended up how I wanted it to. So I've just blended all of that out. I like to pop a little bit on my ears. I do put it on my mouth just so that the blend is a lot better. Then I wipe it off a little bit later, blend it down the neck as well, and as you can see it looks really creepy right now because I have literally just dark eyes, no like shape to my face at all. So we are going to fix that. But yeah, pretty much all you want to do is create a really even base, and make sure you use a primer, just because if you are going somewhere it will help it to stay on all night. And this foundation, these two foundations, literally like a glue. They do not move off your face. So if you're looking for a full coverage like event foundation, the Fenty one doesn't have flashback, and I'm pretty sure the Marc Jacob one doesn't. I don't really wear it that often, clearly because it's too light for me. You can see my spots that I had on my cheek before are now gone. And then the concealer I'm going to take is once again the Too Faced Born This Way one. This one is pretty much like my favorite, that's why I always use it. And then you guys probably know by now, but I like to get my setting powder ready so that my concealer isn't sitting for too long and it gives it time to crease after blending it out. Now just blending everywhere I put that concealer. So while you're blending the concealer out, you want to just be very careful and pretty much go straight under where you wiped off all of that excess makeup. It helps just create a stronger line if you're into that, and if you're not, just leave it. I set my whole T-zone with a little sponge and the Laura Mercier powder, just because I find it helps it not move anywhere, especially with oily skin. You don't want any of that. And then for the rest of the face, I'm just going to be taking the Australis Fresh and Flawless powder, just because this doesn't have flashback and it really just locks everything in place. Like nothing moves at all. I'm going to be contouring with the Benefit by Hoola and going quite intense on the contour. Like I said, I'm going to be doing an intense makeup look. To use the MAC Gimme Sun to bronze up the rest of the skin, including my forehead, cheeks, kind of nose, bronze up the nose a little bit, and to match my neck and face together. And then because I said I wanted this to definitely be a lot more of a bronze sort of makeup look, I will be taking MAC Gold Deposit, using it as a highlighter and sort of a blush. I don't want to go in with a blush because it's obviously like a pinky tone and I want to stick to the golden tones just to keep it very bronzy. So using that pretty much as a highlight and just bringing it onto all the cheeks. And then I'm just pretty much going to dust over my whole décolletage with the Gold Deposit and focusing on the collarbones and the shoulders. Did anyone else try and get Chloe Zepnowski's Zep Activewear? I tried. I was literally on there as soon as it released at 1 o'clock, and then it crashed. I was literally at work. I was sitting down for like my lunch break, and then like every like 5 minutes I'd pop down to see if I could like try and get something, but it kept glitching out, and I pretty much had everything I wanted in my basket, and then once I got it in my basket it would just glitch out again, and then I pretty much lost everything and didn't end up getting anything. So yeah, I was pretty upset that I didn't get anything from there, but I'll just wait for the next drop and hopefully be able to get something. We're just going to finish off the eyes now that that is finished. I'm just going to take the same darker shade that I did on the outer V and grab a much smaller, sort of denser brush, because you want to get as close as you can to the lash line. So you really want to make sure that you connect this outer V to your lower lash line so it all flows nicely and it's not like a cut and then it drops underneath. Last Sunday, the Sunday that just went, I went to the Gymshark event in Alexandria, and I was going to vlog it for you guys, but when I got there it wasn't really what I expected it to be. It was pretty much just like a section where they were talking, 2 meet and greets, and like a little bit of their activewear collection. And I didn't really think it was worth it to vlog it because I literally would have just walked around in a square. And when I got there, Zach Hearn wasn't even there, so I wasn't really interested. I did meet the owner and I posted a photo of me and him on my Instagram. He was super lovely. He didn't really say much, but I guess that was like his last day of doing it, so he was probably kind of over it. So I'm sorry I didn't vlog that for you guys. But yeah, I didn't really think it was worth it just because there wasn't really much there. Take a highlight. I'm mixing King Tut and the whiter shade in the Jaclyn Hill palette and pop that on the inner corner. I find by putting something on the inner corner it just brings the whole makeup look together and finishes off the eye. And then pop a little bit just under the tip of the brow bone. Not the tip, like the arch of the eyebrow. So that is pretty much our face and eyes almost done. I just need to do mascara, but I like to set my face just before I do mascara, just in case it kind of goes anywhere. I shouldn't talk and do that. And then I'm just going to go in with the Huda Beauty Wifey and outline my lips and fill them in at the same time. So I'm also just going to take Viva Glam 2 by MAC, my all-time favorite lip shade. I'm just going to take a mascara. This is the Maybelline, the Falsies Push Up Angel, and I'm just going to pop that on my eyes. Now that my mascara is on, you can 110% go and put falsies on. I personally just, if I'm being honest, don't like putting falsies on. They like can irritate my eyes sometimes. So this is pretty much the final look. I love it. It's really just pretty gold sort of glam. Thank you guys so much for watching the video, and I hope you guys liked it. And if you did, be sure to subscribe and hit that little bell so you know when I upload next, as well as like the video because it does help me out. And also leave a comment in the comment section and let me know what video you guys would like to see next, because I love uploading for you guys. Yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.